What's up, y'all? Black Friday and Cyber Monday are right around the corner, and if you're not prepared, you're going to leave thousands to tens of thousands to even millions of dollars on the table. I've spent over $330 million profitably on Facebook ads and driven more than $1.7 billion in attributable revenue. And in my recent coaching call with brands, we were preparing for the holiday season, and we uncovered the exact strategies that separate brands that 5x to 10x the revenue during Q4 from those that completely bomb during the holiday season. And in this video, I'm going to share the complete Black Friday and Cyber Monday playbook that I use with both my coaching clients and agency clients, the same exact strategies that help me scale Ruggable from 1 million to over $500 million a year. And Black Friday and Cyber Monday was a huge part of our success every single year. We're covering the campaign structures, the creative strategies, email and SMS tactics, budgeting, and I'm even going to show you how to script killer ads by stealing winning video scripts from other brands. Now let's get into it. Chapter 1, the biggest BFCM mistake. Before we dive into what you should do, let me tell you the number one mistake that will destroy your Black Friday: putting all your eggs in one basket. I see this all the time. Brands will consolidate everything into one or two campaigns because some guru on Twitter or even YouTube told them to just run broad bro, or consolidation is the only way. And then Black Friday hits and those campaigns shit the bed and their entire business is in chaos. No backup plan, no safety net, just panic. But here's the reality: you need multiple campaign options running simultaneously. This is what I call meta ads portfolio management. It's loosely based on the modern portfolio theory for finance. You need to think about your campaigns like a stock portfolio. You don't put all your money in one stock, right? You diversify across multiple investments to lower your risk and maximize your expected return. The same concept applies to your ad account. If you have 10 campaigns running and 2 of them aren't working, you still have 8 campaigns driving revenue. You can move budget out of the losers into the winners. But if you only have 2 campaigns and both are failing, your whole business is losing money. So rule number 1 for Black Friday: diversify your campaign structure. Which brings me to the 3 campaign approaches you need to know about. Chapter 2, the 3 campaign structures for BFCM. There are 3 ways to structure your Black Friday campaigns, and which one you choose depends on your budget and your team's capacity. Structure number 1 is a consolidated approach. This is for smaller brands, typically spending under $5,000 a day, typically even under $1,000 a day, and you're running fewer campaigns, maybe 2 to 5 total, covering your main product categories or collections and your retargeting audiences. The benefit: it's simple to manage. You're not overwhelmed with 20, 30, 50 different campaigns. The downside: less control over which products get spent or audiences get spent. And if one campaign fails, it's a bigger hit to your overall performance. Structure number 2 is the segmented approach. This is for larger brands spending anywhere from 5K to 10K to 30K a day plus. You're breaking out campaigns by product category, collection, top hero products, and going specific on retargeting audiences, ad sets for each specific retargeting audience. So you could have separate campaigns for t-shirts, pants, shorts, hats, beanies, etc. if you're an apparel brand, and specific ad sets for add to carts, checkouts, customers, email lists, engagement audiences, video views audiences. The benefit: way better tracking. You know which products or audiences are actually driving revenue, and you can optimize your budget allocation accordingly. The downside: this is way more complex to manage, a lot more manual work, so you're gonna need a solid team or agency to handle this for you. And structure number 3 is the hybrid approach. This is my overall recommendation for most brands. It's a balance between simplicity and control. You consolidate where it makes sense. Maybe you have one broad prospecting campaign, but you also segment out your top performing products or collections into their own campaigns. You can also test into an interest campaign or even a lookalike campaign as well. You also are going to maintain your retargeting campaigns and ad sets separately. You're going to have your website visitors, ad cards, checkouts, email lists, customers, searches, Instagram engagement, Facebook engagement, and your video views audiences. But here's the key: whatever structure you choose, you need to have multiple campaigns and audiences running. You do not want to rely on a single campaign or audience to carry your entire Black Friday. Chapter 3, let's talk about creative strategies that actually work, because this is where most brands screw up during Black Friday. They think they need to create all these fancy new videos, these elaborate productions. This is wrong. You don't need to do crazy things on the creative side for Black Friday. During promotional periods, most of the time, almost 99% of the time, static image ads typically are going to outperform videos almost every single time. Why? Because people aren't looking for entertainment during Black Friday. Friday. They're looking for deals. They want to know what's the offer, how much can I save, what's the deadline. That's pretty much it. So your creative strategy should be simple and clear. Rule number one, just use the same ads for prospecting and retargeting. You don't need to create separate creative for your top of funnel or your bottom of the funnel. If an ad is crushing in prospecting, it'll likely crush in retargeting too. Don't overcomplicate this. I've tested this across millions of dollars of ad spend, and using the same creative for prospecting and retargeting is the best route to take. Rule number two, lead with the offer. Your ad should immediately communicate your discount, the deadline, and the product benefit. No storytelling, no long form content, just clear, straightforward promotional ads that drive traffic to your website. Rule number three, leverage customer generated content. This is a massive unlock that most brands ignore. Your customers are already posting photos and videos with your products. Get their permission and turn those into ads. Slap on some Black Friday messaging and you're good to go. I worked with Ruggable on this strategy and it was incredibly effective. People trust real customers way more than they trust polished brand content, so you want to pepper some of that in. For example, if you're a hat brand, encourage customers to send you photos wearing their hats. They most likely already do this when they send in reviews. These real-life usage shots help potential buyers visualize the product better than any studio shot ever could. And here's the thing, customer generated content can significantly increase your revenue because it builds that trust instantly. Rule number four, don't forget dynamic product ads or DPA ads. A lot of brands sleep on DPA ads during Black Friday, and that is a huge mistake. There's tons of people like me who don't like watching videos, not even statics. I'm a scroller. I like to browse through DPA ads, through the carousels. I like to shop. So if you're not running dynamic product ads, you're missing out on a whole segment of ready to buy customers. You can also overlay text onto your DPAs as well. This is a great tactic to use during promotions. And here's another pro tip. You can even run dynamic product ads through influencer or founder whitelisting. This is a huge unlock that most brands don't even think about, don't even know about. So run those DPAs not only under your brand, but under your founder account if you have one, and also under your influencer handles. Chapter 4, email and SMS strategy for BFCM that maximizes revenue. Now let's talk about something that nobody talks about when it comes to Black Friday success, your email and SMS marketing. You're spending all this money on meta ads, Google ads, whatever traffic you're also spending on. But if you're not collecting emails and phone numbers efficiently and following up with them, you're leaving so much money on the table. It's insane. Step number one, audit your lists. Before Black Friday, you need to audit your email and SMS lists. And here's something controversial. You should just consider unsuppressing your inactive subscribers. Now I know what you're thinking, but Mason, won't that hurt my deliverability? Yes, it might, but here's the thing. Black Friday is the highest revenue period of the year, the highest intent period of the year for consumers. So you want to maximize reach during this time. So here's what you do. You unsuppress these inactive subscribers during Black Friday and you email them, and then after the holiday, you revert them back to your unengaged list if they do not open or click any emails during this period. Step number 2, you need to be aggressive with your email and SMS campaigns. I'm talking multiple emails per day, multiple SMS messages per day. But you're probably thinking, won't I annoy people? Listen, you have to shift your mindset. You're not annoying people, you're helping people buy products they want during a promotional period. They just forget, they get distracted, so you need to keep hitting them up over and over and over again consistently during the promotion period, and you will make way more money. These emails and texts are reminders to buy the things they already want, just need to be reminded. And here's the reality, everyone is sending emails during Black Friday, multiple per day typically. So if you're not in their inbox multiple times, you're getting drowned out by your competitors. Step number 3, make sure your flows are dialed. You should already have these flows set up and running smoothly before Black Friday. Your welcome flow, your browse abandonment flow, your abandoned cart and checkout flow, your site abandonment flow, and a trick hack. You want to add Black Friday banners temporarily to all of these emails so people know during the sale and when they get these flow emails that there is an offer going on. This will increase your revenue during Black Friday. This is probably the number one thing I see when new brands join my coaching program. They don't have their email and SMS marketing flows dialed. And this is how we instantly 2x to 3x revenue by adding these pieces in, which makes their ads more effective and allows you to spend more money on ads. Chapter 5, budgeting for Black Friday. Let's talk about budget because this is where brands either scale massively or play it too safe and miss out. First, let me define what I consider large daily spend. Typically 5K to 10K, 30K plus per day would be a large scaling spend. If you're spending less than that, you're in the small to medium range. If you're spending more, you're in the large to massive range. So here's the budgeting process. Step number one, you need to establish your revenue goals. You need to know exactly what you want to make during the BFCM period. 50K, 100K, 500K, you got to figure that out. What is your goal? Step number two, determine your acceptable return on ad spend or the blended ROAS for your business. What return on ad spend can you live with during this period? How much profit do you actually want to make? So again, we cannot choose this number for you. You have to look at your COGS, look at your inventory, how much you have and how much profit you want to keep during this promotional period. Step number three, now that you have your revenue target, your ROAS target, now that leads us to breaking down your budget. Take your revenue goal and your acceptable ROAS and work backwards to figure out your total ad spend. Then you break that total ad spend down across your campaigns and your ad sets. Step number four, you're gonna wanna consider your inventory and your long-term growth. Make sure you have enough inventory to support your ad spend. There's nothing worse than scaling up, getting a ton of orders, and then running out of stock. Also think about long-term brand growth. Black Friday isn't just about immediate revenue, it's about acquiring customers who will buy from you again and again. Now let's talk about scaling during Black Friday. I use the double up method for scaling. So for example, if a campaign is crushing it at $100 a day, I double it to $200 a day, and it continues to perform, then I keep doubling it. I do this all within the same day on Black Friday. You can do the same strategy on Cyber Monday. The algorithm is built for this. Meta gives the algorithm different parameters during these holiday periods, so you can scale way harder than you ever can throughout the year. This is how you tell the algorithm it's doing well, by rewarding it with budget. And if performance drops, then you drop it back down by 50%, re-optimize, and then get back to scaling. But again, during Black Friday, you can double the budget multiple times during the day. This is the same strategy I've used to scale brands from 4 figures a month to 8 figures in revenue per month. Chapter 6, how to script killer ads. Now I want to show you one of my favorite tactics, how to script ads by analyzing other brands and videos. This is something I demonstrated live in our coaching call this past week, and it's incredibly powerful. So step number one, you're gonna go to the Facebook ad library, search for other brands in your niche or outside of your niche, and look at what ads are running right now. I typically look at ads that have been running the longest. Typically those are the best ads. Step number two, extract the videos and transcripts. You can use tools like Poppy AI or other transcription tools to pull the video transcript and get the transcript of the video script. Step number three, you're gonna analyze the script. What hook do they use? What problem do they address? What objections do they overcome? What's their call to action? Step number four, you're gonna adapt it for your brand. Don't copy it, but adapt it. Take the framework and make it your own. You can use different LLMs for this. ChatGPT, Claude are great. Drop the transcript in there and have it rewrite it for your brand. For example, I looked at Beverly Hills MD ads and adapted their script structure for a jewelry brand. Same framework, completely different execution. Now let's talk about creating unaware ads. One powerful format is the unaware ad. These are the ads that address common misconceptions in your industry and make people aware of your product, aware of your solution. For example, if you're selling affordable engagement rings, you might start with, did you know the 3-month salary rule for engagement rings was invented by a diamond company's marketing campaign? This hooks people who are unaware of the problem or the solution, and it positions you as the expert who's educating them. You can quickly generate effective scripts tailored to your brand using this method. Chapter 7, full funnel infrastructure. Before we wrap up, I need to emphasize something critical. You need a full funnel ad account infrastructure. That means you're not just running prospecting campaigns, you're also running retargeting campaigns that cover your website visitors, your added carts, your checkouts, people who are searching on your website, your email list or people who have never purchased from you, and your customer list. Also Facebook and Instagram engagement, and also video view audiences. The beauty of the Meta Ads platform is that you can take a person from not knowing about you at all to becoming a customer all within a single platform using multiple ads at different stages of the funnel. You can bring them through a full customer journey without them ever seeing your ads anywhere else. A lot of people these days say, oh, don't do retargeting. Do not listen to these people. Retargeting is still the best way to get people over the finish line. You should have control over your frequency and how much you're spending on these warm audiences. Retargeting still crushes. You need to keep utilizing it, or utilize it if you haven't utilized it yet. This is how you maximize your Black Friday revenue, by having a complete funnel that nurtures people at every single stage. All right, so that's the complete Black Friday and Cyber Monday playbook. Number one, you're gonna diversify your campaign structure. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Number two, you're gonna use clear, straightforward promotional creative. Static ads, again, are more powerful than videos during BFCM. Number three, you're gonna leverage customer generated content for trust and authenticity. Number four, you're gonna get get aggressive with email and SMS marketing. Number 5, you're gonna budget strategically and use the double up method to scale. Number 6, you're gonna script killer ads by analyzing other brands. Number 7, you're gonna make sure you build out a full funnel infrastructure to maximize your revenue both in evergreen times and during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. If you implement even half of these strategies, you're going to absolutely print and smash Black Friday. Now, if you liked everything you heard in this video, but you still think you need help or direction with your meta ads, I can help you. I personally coach e-commerce brands in my program, Meta Ads at Scale. We work with you together to optimize your campaigns, your creative, your email, and SMS marketing, and your website so your meta ads can scale as profitably as possible. I personally guarantee that I can double your business in 6 months or less, or I'll work with you for free until we get you there. We have brands in the program right now absolutely printing. Spencer just hit 20,000 orders and $1 million in revenue, and Evan did 15K in his first month. These are real results from real brands. If you want to learn more about my coaching program, click the link in the description. You can watch a detailed video about the program and sign up for an application call. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and drop a question in the comments. I'll be sharing more in-depth strategies and case studies in future videos. Now go crush Black Friday. I'll see you in the next one.